So it makes sense. But I'm going to start with my personality profile. Animal is a deer. I have, the features, skinny. The nose that really just is protruding and very prominent, and the eyes that are very innocent, very, well, the eyes are kind of like, my soul animal is where you can see my eyes are very much like a deer, and I know some celebrities have eyes like that, where they look very innocent, they look very, it's actually a skunk. That's the animal that represents all that innocence. And I know Britney Spears has the same eyes because I've seen her. I mean, since I was like 7 or 8, I was very into her, and I think we had the same eyes, and that's why why I would be so, why I was so attracted to her, and why, it made sense, because there's that innocence there that, if you have brown eyes that are very, they just look very innocent, you kind of act a certain way, and, you're very sensitive, and people with light blue eyes, I can't tell what they're thinking, or, I can't really tell much about them, but it's almost like I see right through it, and I can't really see, what's happening, in their mind or in their spirit. But with brown eyes, it's very obvious, there's that innocence there. I mean, don't get me wrong, people with blue eyes are beautiful, but it's like I can't really read them as clearly. It's almost like they're very clear, and they're very, it's almost transparent. And green eyes, it's like the people with green eyes are very mysterious, I noticed, because I've had a lot of green-eyed people come in and out of my life, and they were always very mysterious, almost like they're withholding a lot of things, and they're not, really expressing themselves. But with blue and green eyes, there isn't that, I don't know, it's hard for me to tell. But with brown eyes, it's, very, the ring light really brings out, the color, and it brings out a lot. So I'm just kind of noticing how my eyes look a lot better than, regular, and, the ceiling lights and all that stuff. It's not good for this sort of thing. But anyway, the Black Panther is my soul night animal. That is my animal that comes out in the darkness, or at night, or when I'm feeling, it's almost like, the sensuality and the curiosity of a cat. Like here, like I brought this up yesterday, Bast. She's very much like, the panther and the house cat. They're related very strongly, it's like this, they're in the same class of animal, Panthera something, and that's like the pretty face, or not the pretty face, the I don't know, the type of animal, like the scientific classification. But the panther came up first, so I'm going to say the panther is annihilation of the unnecessary and purging. So, okay, so I'm going to look it up because that's very just vague. I don't like that either, so. I know it involves a lot of magic, sort of like mythical, okay, powerful and protective. I did read that it represents kind of femininity, the feminine, and a lot of, I don't know where I saw anything. Astral travel, yeah. Guardian energy, symbol of the feminine, death and rebirth, understanding of death. Reclaiming your power, ability to know the dark, aggressiveness, and power. And it says, the panther, spirit animal, is powerful and protective. The panther symbolizes courage, valor, and power. If the panther is your power animal, I think it's my power animal, you are blessed with a fierce guardian. The panther is the symbol of the mother, the dark moon, and the power of the night. This totem animal encourages us to understand the power within the shadows and to acknowledge these powers to help eliminate our fear of the dark and unknown. So yes, it's like your shadow self. So that's like, you know, not the bad parts of you, but the darker, you know, the deeper parts of you. The things that, you know, you're not necessarily hiding from or afraid to express, but the things that are, you know, that come out at night. You know, you kind of get more, you just release more, you know, you're not so shy, and you become more, you know, confident in yourself. And I think that's where what they mean with the power, the confidence and the just that feminine, you know, sensuality that embodies a cat. Okay, the zebra. I love the zebra. Well, my last name is Burchell, and there's the Burchell zebra. You can look that up. It's really like a type of zebra, the Burchell zebra. So, I thought that was cool. Zebra. Okay, well, on here it says, for the zebra, without the book, it says, I don't know why the zebra is under fire, but it's eccentric, creative, and visionary. And I see balance with the black and white, you know. I think of yin and yang, and I thought this was cute, this card that I have. It's these food dogs, and they're really supposed to represent, you know, protection of the home, and it's like a Chinese symbol, or Chinese, you know, mythical creature that protects things, and the spirit of the food dog protects, you know, your home. And I was going to buy some online, but they're really expensive on eBay. But I like the yin and yang, you know. That's always my favorite symbol. That, you know, even within the light there is dark, and even within the dark there is light. And that's just with everything. It's like not good and bad. It's more like feminine, masculine, creative abilities. Okay, the zebra is, I looked it up. In shamanism, the zebra is considered a power animal that symbolizes balance and peace. Zebras also represent individuality and unfiltered clarity. In psychic studies, the zebra's black and white pattern and ability to camouflage itself unseen dimensional shifts. That didn't really make sense, but it's, I mean, black and white pattern ability to, I mean, it kind of just left you hanging there without finishing, you know, the thought. The zebra's gifts include seeing in black and white, clarity without filters. I see it as balance, agility, uniqueness, power, sureness of path, keeping up with individuality, keeping up individuality within the herd. See, some of these don't make any sense, but you know, I see it as balance and individuality, and the buffalo is representation for Earth with me, you know. The Native Americans were, and the buffalo represents, you know, the spirit of the earth. Trusting, practical, yet spiritual. Okay, so buffalo is a reminder that you are always provided for and that your attitude towards abundance influences the rest of this planet. It is knowing that abundance is present when all relations are honored as sacred and when gratitude is expressed to every part of creation. Buffalo symbolism is prayer, gratitude, and praise, praying for the needs of all creatures, for harmony, and giving praise for the gifts you have already received. You must walk a sacred path honoring every aspect of your life. You will achieve nothing without the aid of the spiritual realms, and you must be humble enough to ask for assistance and then be grateful for those gifts. A buffalo totem will seek to help you establish a deep connection to the earth, and will ask you to help the endangered species of our planet. He will bring you strength of character and an independent spirit. It is the totem of abundance. Do not push or force, but simply follow the easiest path. And I think that goes with everything, you know. The panther is, I believe, endangered, and the buffalo, I feel, is in danger, you know. I just don't think or see of any buffalo. I feel like they're endangered, because a lot of animals on this planet are dying off, and it's very sad because people capture them, like the panther, and put them in a zoo where they think it's going to be better off, when it's much, it's horrible for the animal because they cannot breed in the wild, and breeding in the wild is going to bring up the population. And the zebra is, there's an abundance of zebra. So I feel like the zebra in the middle, because it was in the middle here, symbolizes the balance and putting these two together, and just looking at, and it has like a rainbow and this triangle, in the, I don't know, it's like his third eye. It doesn't have that with, all the animals on here, but the zebra, its third eye is full of like color, and there's like the wolf, none of them have it, but the rainbow, the zebra, and I believe the elephant has something in its, the lion. These cards are very beautiful, where they're like, okay, the tiger has a crescent moon. These animals, I guess, are the, spiritually are very interesting. The elephant has a dot, like a Hindu sort of dot. And I think that's it. The cheetah I like. There are people with a cheetah animal, I can see it in their face and their body structure is sort of like a cheetah. Very like lean, lean and very like just skinny. And the snake has the cyclet of life, the rainbow. It's like, this has to do with Metatron, the angel. This is his, I'm going to show you, I got a cloth printout of his, it's the, his cube. And this is Metatron's sort of, it's like his, upstairs I have a statue of him holding this. And I use this for like rituals, and like I will put the Metatron, the statue, in the middle, and I will put elements of power around it. Like I will put this like in one of the circles, or I will put this obsidian piece in one of the circles, and then I will draw cards, based on, I'll draw cards, after I've aligned everything, because you can put candles in these circles, and you put the Metatron in the middle, and it's almost the communion with the Metatron is, you know, you put, you know, you kind of, it's almost just like a layout for a ceremony or, you know, a card reading. You put this in, you know, in the center, and then you lay out the cards. But I figured since I wasn't doing, you know, a reading that was based on, you know, I have this Isis Oracle deck, and these are more of like, you know, she has the moon behind her, and I see that as more of a ritualistic, you know, thing to do, you know, at night, especially. The Isis Oracle deck I'm going to do next, because this all started with when I was looking at the moon, and I had a moonstone, and I put it like right on over my mind, and I put it, you know, right in alignment with the moon, because back then I believed that it was like generate, you know, moons, like especially rainbow moonstones would generate, you know, power from being in the light of the moon, or the moon's light. And I remember holding it over my mind, and I felt like it sort of opened my mind, and, you know, it doesn't have to be like a scientific thing to be real, and to be, you know, meaningful, and to have power. And that's why I became very spiritual, because I saw, you know, I had beautiful things happen to me. And this is Egyptian musk, and this is the incense I burn. Like every day I burn this Egyptian musk, and it has this beautiful painting sort of artwork. I don't know, it's like, I see it as I don't know, they're like picking, I don't know what this plant is, where I have this on this thing too. I don't know what that is. I'm not sure what plant it is. If it's a specific kind of, you know, flower, or like it just represents, you know, nature, or I'm not sure, but it's on a lot of Egyptian things, and in the Book of the Dead it has a lot of pictures of, you know, this flower or plant. I know, I'm not sure what it is. I probably will look that up, because, and the tarantula cobra, I like the cobra. I've always been interested in cobras, especially because they have this crown I have. See, I'm jumping all over the place, but this crown, I don't know if I showed this yesterday, but this looks to me like, you know, a cobra with its, you know, hood open. And I got this because Madonna at the Super Bowl had one just like this, and I saw this on eBay, and I was like, I have to get it. You know, it's like, probably looks better on her, but I see it as, you know, this is like my shaman crown. I do this one, or I put this on when I'm doing something, you know, like a ritual or whatever, and this is like part of it, part of the thing I wear. It's like, it's supposed to be, you know, it's supposed to be wings that come out, but I sort of just wrap this around me, and I'm like, you know, I feel like the king or queen or whatever when I put this on, and it's like, there, it looks better with this thing. But I'm always looking for things that are, you know, really just divinely beautiful. I don't know why I said divinely, but it's always. And I also have, you know, on one end of the table I have, you know, here at one end of the table I have that, and then across I have my Maleficent horns, and I've been able to kind of take over the downstairs of this house. And since my mother moved out, so it's just me and my stepdad, and you saw him in the back. I mean, he's always up and down, up and down. But I also, since I was young, have been obsessed with the vampire bat, and that represents kind of embracing your darker side. And you know, it's kind of funny that I've been like matching up my whole life. You know, I've been, you know, I always wore black. I wore, you know, the dark makeup and everything. It makes a lot of sense. Letting go, death leading to rebirth. See, I don't really like that one because it's negative. Anything negative, I will just negate it by looking up the positive aspects of it online. Bat totem. Okay, this is always positive. Change in your life, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. It can be somewhat painful, the change, and it also grants you the ability to see through illusions, seeing through people that are fake, seeing through people that are not really good for you. That's definitely me. I can definitely see through illusions. I can definitely see when people are acting fake. I can definitely see when people are acting, you know, just not like themselves in order to please me or in order to please the group of people with the cheetah I want to do. The fire. Cheetah. Action, achievement, solar forces. So it represents a lot of sun energy. And so the tiger is moon energy, lunar energy. And then I'll do the deer, since I'm a deer person. That's like my whole personality. That's my whole, you know, physical characteristics, and that's my whole, you know, my eyes and my, you know, my body type and everything, and my personality is just like a deer. Okay, the deer is Earth. Okay, so gentle, intuitive, the mother. And I'm definitely intuitive, gentle, and I am definitely, I would be a good father, definitely. You know, a good parent, I should say, whatever. Because I'm very good with kids. I feel like I'm only good with kids. Like adults, I'm not really, you know, not really get along with anyone, whether it be my age or like in their 40s. But it's like I get along with very few people. But children, I get along with universally. Gentleness, ability to move through life and obstacles with grace. Being in touch with your inner child, innocence. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Being sensitive and intuitive. Vigilance, ability to change directions quickly. Magical ability to regenerate. Being in touch with life's mysteries. Highly sensitive. Have strong intuition. They deal with challenges with grace. You master the art of being both determined and gentle in your approach. The deer totem, wisdom, imparts those with a special connection with this animal with the ability to be vigilant, move quickly, and trust their instincts to get out of the trickiest situations. And my brother is an eagle person, and he is, you know, kind of aware of everything, and in a different way. It's almost like I am aware of it. You know, I have that hyper vigilant way of thinking, but I don't really, you know, care about what's going on around me. So the eagle person, you know, I think they're more like, you know, honed in on certain things, and I'm just kind of, I seem oblivious, but I really do know what's going on. I just don't seem to care about, my surroundings. And yeah, I think, I don't know if I think I will do more of this tomorrow. I think I will probably get the book for this, or get, I don't know, something at the store, the Spirit, the Dreaming Goddess it's called. It's in Poughkeepsie. I might get candles or something for this, for the Metatron's cube. I don't know. I might do something more. I definitely will do something more interesting than this. So I hope you made it through this 26 minutes, and I will see you later.